Inspiration in 30. My name is Gloria Ward, and I'm the founder of this amazing project, the I'm Loving Me Project, where our whole goal and mission is to inspire you to live your highest and truest self, to inspire you to self heal, to inspire you to do those things that you want to do in your life unapologetically. Okay? I'm checking my microphone. It is February the 22nd. Do you know what we're coming up on? We're coming up on our first 100 days. Hey, Janie, we're coming up on our first 100 days of what we have accomplished. Okay. We are also coming up on our launch of everything, our Girls Leap and everything. And I got some great news for you. First, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I definitely did. Um, I did a lot of reading and, not writing, but watching and doing all that wonderful stuff. But here's what I want to say for everyone who pre ordered the book. Amazon promised me that it will be here Thursday the 25th. What they said was is that it's easy for them to send out one book than 150 books. So basically we had a pre-order of 150 books and they're getting them all together so that they can go ahead and send them out. When they come to me, I'm going to sign them and I'm going to quickly send them out to you guys. So that's the deal on that. Cause I was like, oh my God, Amazon, like, we so used to getting stuff the next day, but that's only if you on the other side of the table, if you are a Prime member and stuff like that. When you actually, start selling things on Amazon, they slow as hell. You know what I'm saying? They are slow as hell. And so I guess what they're promoting is it's better to get it from them than to get it from us, which I don't like, but this is my first time actually doing this. And so, I didn't know that, they kind of, that's what they do, but that's where we are right now. So as soon as they get here, it was supposed to be Thursday, but then the little line thing said that that they still making them and all of that. But check this out. If you go and order on Amazon right now and you say when you want to get it, they'll ship it out to you and you'll get it before I get the pre-orders. Don't ask me what that's about. But most definitely, ladies, you will have the book in your hand. It will be a signed copy from me with another little special note in there. Everybody who has taken the mini course, let me tell you, we are having such a ball in there. Hey, Janie. Hey, Heather. Hey, Marie, Counselor Marie. Everybody know who Marie is? Marie is like my girl. She is like the up and coming counselor for these young ladies. And what we're going to do is we're going to push Marie to actually go ahead and step into her destiny, y'all. And you too, Heather, because I think I heard you on the mini course. But if you pre-ordered, we have a mini course every Wednesday at 8 o'clock where you could come on and actually we review and we talk about what we really want to do and everything. It is free if you already pre-ordered, and you just come on at 8 o'clock and there's a link for you. You have to be able to be on our email list though in order to get the link. But yeah, that's what we do. Some more announcements for you and then we're going to get into it. Okay. I talked about the book. I talked about the class. Here's the other thing. The Girls Leap Elite is starting this week. Let me tell you what we're doing. Because we haven't announced an official launch, we're going to go ahead and start teaching this week for free. If you are on our newsletter, you got the schedule. If you do not have the schedule of our teachings, go to girlsleap.com. Okay, Girls Leap. Let me put this in here com. Go to girlsleap.com and you'll see the classes that we're offering for the week. Okay. I'm doing the entrepreneurship series. I'm doing that tonight and Wednesday night, I believe, and then another one on Sunday. You come to my class, you have to be able to have a business, right? And you have to be able you have to be able to have a business or you're in the process of starting. Let me tell you what in the process of starting means. Not thinking. because the class that I have is for those of you who at least got your business license, at least know exactly what you want to offer, okay, and have some kind of way that you are either raising money, getting money, or anything like that. The reason why I say that for my class is because my class is focusing on how you take what you have and start to go ahead and build on top of your foundation so that when you finish, you can go and execute. So if you having issues in marketing, you're not sure how to get your one page business plan together, your mission statement, your vision statement, how you start to ask for money and raise money if you need it, how you start with the money that you have and turn that over and reinvest. All those things we're going to start to talk about. Okay. Bring your challenges that you have in your business currently, or the challenges that you are facing to jumpstart and get moving. Okay. Now, I don't know the laws in all of the states as far as the business license, the LLC, and all that stuff, but I have a general idea of how it works, getting your tax ID, getting all that stuff together. So bring all of that with you today. I think the class is at 6 o'clock. And what I'm going to talk about in the beginning is the foundational steps of how you start to structure your business and how you start to brand yourself, promote yourself, and have a good business model. Without those things, you don't have a business. Okay. So we're going to walk through those things. I'm going to give you all the resources and tools that I've used and tested and tried and know works, and also listen to you to see what your questions are so we can actually fill in the gaps. Okay. I know Natalia is teaching on sales tonight. If you have some issues with your sales throughout the week, I know Andrina is teaching, about mastering your life. Make sure you have that balance. Ellie is going to be teaching on confidence. So we're getting started. We're going to do what we said we were going to do. Right? We gotta work on that money bag, y'all. We gotta work on that money bag. I know that we are working on our mind and we are healing ourselves. But once we start to take that action and start to move towards what we want, and we have the resources and the people who will listen to us and talk to us and help us walk through things, that's when things start to change, right? So that's when Marie says little things like that. And all y'all see her comments. I'm trying to prepare myself. I love you and thank you for the encouragement. We are not going to try, we are going to do. Okay. Because she's doing it already. Like the people told her on her Facebook. And so it's a person like me and all of you guys who go ahead and encourage her. We're not trying to push you, but we encouraging you to look and see that you already doing it anyway. And most of you guys are probably doing it already. You're probably using your talents and your gifts and everything already. You already doing those things that you like. What we want to do is we want to put them in a structured form so that you can see yourself doing them every day and you can see some progress. Okay. So, what I wanted to talk about today with you guys is just that it's just a matter of time. And I wrote this down this morning because I was so excited and hyped. You know, I was watching, I don't know if you guys saw it on, was it Prime or whatever, Denzel movie, The Little Things, right? And I watched that this weekend. And when he kept saying to the guy, it's the little things that matter, it's the little things that matter, right? I said to myself, I said, this is a good thing to teach on Monday because we believe that we always need to focus on the big picture, moving towards everything that we need to do, right? That we lose sight of those little things that matter, things that we know that we forget that pushes us to our next level. The reason why we're not paying attention to those little things, just like the movie, is because we so focus on trying to get the big things done, we don't see how small things like family encouragement, like sitting down, having a conversation with friends, being able to connect with someone who's of a like mind, how much of those little things boost you to where you want to go? Right? And if you saw the movie, you saw that the whole premise was that Denzel was a guy who experienced some things where, I don't know, I don't want to give it away, but he experienced some things that another cop, he saw another cop going down the same road about to experience the same thing, because he was so caught up in trying to, solve an issue, and he was so caught up in the big things. He neglected his family, he neglected everything. He just didn't have this belief. And when it happened to him, what happened to Denzel? Denzel said, you know what? I can't allow you to go down the same road that I went down, because it leads to nowhere. You got a wife, you got a family, you got a kids. It's those little things that make it all possible for you. So he fixed the situation so he can get out of his, slump and dump, so that he can enjoy those little things that is important to him. And this is what I want to say to you. What you working on, where you trying to go, how you want to get there, what you're thinking about, all those things count towards your journey. Don't just sit up there and say, well, I'm not doing anything right now. The only thing that I'm doing is just posting things, online about, motivation and stuff, Marie. Even though you think that that doesn't matter, those little things matter. When you say, Gloria, I'm not really working my business so hard, the only thing that I did was just go to the office and get a piece of paper, that is also a step towards where you want to go, right? Sitting down and looking at a video to help you with forming your LLC or branding, sitting down, understanding what it will take to work on your mind and your thoughts. All those things matter, right? Because what you're doing is you forming new habits. You get what I'm saying? You're forming new habits. You're putting yourself in a situation where you're starting to change. And because you're doing that, those little things you need to appreciate, because usually you would sit and watch reality TV. You would go out and do something else. But now all of your thoughts and all of your thinking and all of your actions is focused on something else that is positive to move you in the right direction. Don't think all those things are in vain and they don't matter and they don't count. All those things matter. Just because you're not where you want to be right now doesn't mean that you're not walking there, right? Some people walk, some people crawl, some people run. And however you run in your race, it is okay, right? There's always going to be somebody that's going to move faster than you, but who cares? There's always going to be somebody who's going to run slower than you, right? And it's always going to be somebody who is just going to be walking alongside you and walking on a journey with you. Be okay with where you are right now and be grateful for it. Be grateful that you have this awakening and you understand and know that now this is the time for you to change. Be grateful for the fact that you fully understand that now you figured out what you want. You don't have all the answers, but you know a little bit. And as you walk along the journey, you will go ahead and you'll figure it out more and more, right? Look at your behaviors for the rest of the week and see if anything has started to change. See if you started, putting boundaries in place. See if you started to just sit down and instead of watching your normal TV, you're starting to watch more positive things on Netflix, on YouTube, all those things. When I started my journey, I started seeing myself, and like my YouTube and all that stuff, it was nothing but like TD Jakes and Sarah Jakes and, listening to positive messages. And I was just saying to myself, like, dang, like my stuff done went from watching a whole bunch of shows to now my TV and my shows is looking at a lecture, listening to a podcast, looking at more, reviews on marketing and branding. That's just my life right now. That just shows how much I evolved and how engulfed I got into my work and what it is that I do. Right? When you see yourself making those little changes, be happy about that, because you're turning into who you truly want to be, right? I said to myself this weekend too, because I always go back and forth where I battle, because I'm like, damn, you sitting up here watching all this stuff, you actually got to get out there and start working. And I just said to myself, I said, Gloria, you are working. You are working by being creative. Don't mistake your creativity and your time to be creative as you not doing anything. Sitting and listening to something, understanding something, researching things, all of that is a part of your creativity, right? Now, if you sitting up there thinking and thinking and thinking and saying you going to, and ain't nothing happening, now that's a different story. Okay, that's where you need some more motivation, right? Because if you ain't write anything down on paper and you say, I'm going to get to it, I'm going to get to it, then what you're saying is that it's not important right now. Whatever else you got going on is more important than what you need to focus on, right? And if that's what life is for you right now, because you need to focus on work or your kids or whatever, then that's okay too. But find at least 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes where you are focusing on yourself and you working on yourself, right? I had a friend call me this weekend and she was like, Glow, I read the digital copy of your book. I love it. I think it's great. I'm, sitting here and I'm writing my goals and stuff, and I'm almost approaching my time in which I gotta, do my thing and write a book, but I don't see anything changing. Like, I don't see the manifestations of me like moving forward. Like, it seems like everything is just still, like the same. And I told her, I said, look at your goal list, and I want you to see if there's anything that's in progress and anything that you have not started. And so she looked and she said, well, I'm still working out with the trainer, so that's in progress, to get my weight down. And I did get, somebody to help me with the editing process, so that's in progress. And I just said, stop there, right? Stop there. You want to be able to complete it and say it's done so that it will make you feel better. But the journey, but the life is about the journey. It's about what you're walking down. That matters the most. And you got to enjoy it. Because if you don't, you're going to give up. You're not going to see beyond what's in front of your face, like what we talked about. Yes, you're not there yet. Yes, you have a lot of preparation to do. Yes, you still have to figure out how you're going to get things done. Yes, you have to figure out, where the money is going to come from, how you're going to make this work. But right now, Right now, you know what you're doing? You are learning how to solve those problems. You are learning how to change your thinking and working on your thinking so that you can move towards those things, right? Don't beat yourself up to the point where you give up. Let me say that again. Don't beat yourself up to the point where you give up, because you are doing something. You will make progress if you work at it every day. And I'm going to say this tonight in class for all of you guys who are entrepreneurs or want to be entrepreneurs. The name of the game is consistency. Consistency is the name of the game. You got to be in it to win it. When you go to your job every day and you work, you might not work up to par every day, but when you do go, you work and you consistently show up every day because you know that there's a check waiting for you 2 weeks from now, right? So you consistently show up, you consistently do what's needed in order for you to get that end result. You don't get paid every day. If you do, I mean, that's fantastic, right? But you show up because of what you know the future is going to bring you. So you are willing to invest that time because you know at the other end it's going to be a reward. It's the same thing, ladies. It is the same thing. You are investing your time, you are learning, and you are moving forward because you know that there's a reward on the end. What is that reward? Your freedom, your security, your love, your new life, all of that, right? Is it easy? No. We talk about that all the time. No. Will it be some bumps and challenges? Yes. Will you hit the wall? Yes. Will you go 2 step backwards? Yes. Will you sprint forward? Yes. You would do all that stuff. But the beauty in the journey is that you continue to move forward, right? So I don't want any one of you on here to get discouraged about whatever it is that you're doing and where your life is right now. If you're saying, Gloria, the only thing that I want to do is be peaceful in my own home, I'm not getting this. Every time I come home, there's always things that's going on and I got to solve a problem and everything is on me. Honey, take a breather and know that in order for you to change your situation and in order for you to do better, you have to be better. Nothing changes unless you do. Okay? Nothing gets better unless you do. And that's just bottom line. What happens in your life is your responsibility. You don't like him, kick him out. You can't kick him out right now because he's your security right now and he's your financial supporter. Set some boundaries. If you can't set some boundaries, make you better, right? If the kids are getting on your nerves and they running around and they don't know what they want to do with their life and they still in the house and you trying to figure out how you're going to manage everything, go ahead and get a handle on that. But don't think you have to do everything all at one time, right? We don't have to be superwoman in everything. We don't have to. I know, especially us black women, we wear that Superman cape, we wear that Superwoman cape every day because we tell ourselves if we want it done right, we have to do it ourselves because that's the way we grew up. And when we don't do it, and we ask somebody else to do it and they don't do it right, oh, we are pissed off, right? We are pissed off because the first thing we say to ourselves is, we should have handled that ourselves. But what I'm telling you, ladies, is appreciate those little things, right? Appreciate how far you've come. Look at your life and what it was last year, and look at where you're going now. Be happy in that, just knowing that this year is going to be a different year for you. We lost so many people last year where we can't do nothing but celebrate life because we understand the value of life and how important it is. I got a text Friday night from one of my clients who I'm actually going to see today as soon as I finish this, because they said, we just want to let everybody know that such and such passed. A lady who I've known for years, she passed. She went home to be with the Lord. She had leukemia. And once again, this is a young woman, right? Uh, Probably 50, 51. Died of leukemia. Had grandchildren and children and everything. Loved her job. Was a very, very stern but fun lady, right? And Friday night, it came down like around 11:30 or 12 or so. I was just sitting there and I was just saying, see, God, here's another reason why we have to make sure that we enjoy the little things in our life, because we never know the time or the place. We never know when it's our time, right? And if we sit here and we're focusing on these big things and not enjoying the little things, we will miss the moment. We will miss the moment. And so, my inspiration for you ladies today is look around you today and the rest of the week and find those little things that you can be grateful for. Don't believe that you have to make big leaps and bounds in order to do what you're already doing, Marie. Don't think you have to go to school and do this and do that before you start to put your gifts and talents out there. You could start now. The school is just a piece of paper. Yeah, you need the paper, but the talent is already there. Work on it. Use it. The people will tell you if you're doing a good job in that or not. And Marie, the people spoke, and I told you that already. Having faith and belief in yourself, as much as we talk about that, you gotta believe it. You have to believe it for yourself. You have to know just how powerful you are. Right? I wrote this down for y'all. I said, you're more beautiful than you think. You're more beautiful than you think. You know, you're more powerful than you think. And it is not until you see your progress that you start to grow. I said to myself, I haven't saw my book yet, like the digital version, everything. I haven't seen it in the flesh, like in the cover, because I'm waiting just like you guys, right? And I said to myself, I said, when I see that book in my hand, I know it's more to come as far as the books that I'm gonna write and everything. But when I see my first book in my hand, I probably start crying. The reason why is because the journey that it took to get there took me 40 years. Does that make sense? It wasn't a couple of months, it was 40 years. all the experiences, all of the disappointments, all of the heartaches, the joys, everything, right? And the book is not that big, but at the same time, those things right there is the time that I appreciate that God has given me a voice to expand to you guys and to also show you that it can be done, that your story matters. Y'all heard about the process. You know what I went through and all of the crazy hair. Go back. I want y'all to go back and see all the videos on YouTube because he put them all on YouTube of how I was looking. Okay. Hair crazy. Y'all saying my face is greasy. Y'all saying my face is greasy. I need to cut down on this. I mean, everything. Why? Because I was in my journey, y'all. But what I knew was that if I stayed consistent and if I continue to have faith and work my faith, that one day I'll be holding that book in my hand. And when Amazon deliver this shit, I'm going to be holding it. So what was in here came to fruition to let you guys know that dreams do come true. Anything that you want is possible. There is nothing too hard for God, and God is in you, which means that there's nothing too hard for you. Everything you want to do, you can figure it out. The way that you do that is that you have to become the person you want to be. You have to celebrate those little things while you on a journey because it fuels you to keep moving forward, right? No more putting stuff on the back burner because you think it's not going to come to fruition. Increase your faith. No more saying you can't do it. Increase your faith. No more listening to them bullshit people who keep telling you that you're not going to accomplish anything. Get them people out your life. If they sleeping next to you, put a muzzle on their mouth. Put some tape on their mouth. Do something. This is about you, and this year is about you. And like I said, we in reconstruction period, ladies. The doors are open, and you don't want to miss that door because you are afraid and you're not enjoying the little things because you'll miss it. Okay? I love y'all. I gotta go. I'm teaching tonight for all of you guys who have a business. Remember, go to girlsleap.com. You'll see the schedule there. Go ahead and sign up. We will be opening the doors for membership tonight too. Membership is $17 a month. Okay. And we're gonna get started. It's go time on that end. Like I told you guys, it's go time. We are going to work on financial literacy. We're going to work on our business. We're going to work on our mind. And we are going to build this community because I need y'all. I need y'all so that we can finally build something that people have never done before. And that is a community of women that not only work on their mind, but they work on their bag and they get results. Not this whole bullshit thing where you just, you know, sitting around rah-rahing and everybody is happy. No. We rah-rah when things change, when we see change, right? So we're starting tonight. The classes are free this week. Hopefully you'll be able to get a membership for next week classes. Like I said, it's $17 a month. It'll be something that you can come to all day long. All the classes are open to you. You can come when you want to. They will be on demand for those who can't see it live, and you can ask your questions, learn. It will be a group setting. What we regularly do. We do one-on-one. For my classes, they're on entrepreneurship, they're on leadership, right? So when you come to my classes, I would love for you to at least started the process of having a business, or you already have a business, because most of the stuff that we're going to talk about, I don't want it to go over your head, right? Because we're going to do some action things that you can take back and start to implement in your business, or bring it with you so that we can work it out right then and there, right? And so you could solve your problem. That's what it's about. Instead of banging your head against the wall about how you get stuff done, right? Let's cut the time down. Bring it with you. Gloria, I got a problem with this. I don't see my way out of this. And we'll sit there and we'll work it out. And you take that back. You have your problem solved and you go make some money. Okay? Go to girlsleap.com. That's what it is. Girlsleap.com. Okay? And like I said, all of the classes are open to you. Go ahead, sign up for one, for all, it doesn't matter. And then come and see us. All right. I love you, ladies. Um, I'll see you tonight for those who come. We have a great week this week of these twins that we're interviewing who found these racist books. It's still Black History Month. So we're going to talk to them about how they changing the law in Illinois. I mean, it's just amazing. The last thing that I would tell you is pay attention to everything that's going on around you. All of this financial literacy for African American people, all of the women who are starting businesses, all of the women who are growing, all of the podcasts that are out there that's focused on wealth and everything, all of that is not an accident. It is your time, right? It's not an accident. It is your time. Take advantage of it. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow.